Welcome. It's Friday the 13th. Nah, I'm just playing. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Intuitively from Heartline Intuitive. If this is your first time coming across my channel, I play all day sometimes, but I like to get the messages through too. So welcome. This is your divine introduction. Guys, I am tuning in to you guys from my comfy bed today. I'm exhausted. How you feeling? You feeling wiped out? Even before I got started with this message, this is my second time trying to record this message. I literally had to go into my phone and clear up some things to be able to get this message to you. So this is a message in itself. Some of you are at 20%. Okay? Your energy is low. My energy is low. Yeah, I'm feeling it heavy from you guys. My nose been itching all week. My name been in your mouths. You've been pulling on my energy. You're tired. Rest. It's okay to rest. Some things can wait. You have to recuperate with your body, okay? My household has been trying to clear out a cold, and it's slowly edging its way out. So here I am. I wanted to come on and talk to you a little bit about Friday the 13th and the negative connotations over it, and encourage you with this particular day, this number, anything you might have heard about it or, misunderstood, okay? Because here's the thing. I literally had to walk out that energy in my life. I am a 13th born baby, okay? I'm born on the 13th, May 13th to be exact. And so I've always, in my own life, okay, in my own testimony, my own journey, okay, in spirituality, in spiritual things, I was not taught these things, okay? I came into the world knowing. If you know, you understand what I'm saying. I came into the world with a knowing. At the age of 5 is when I can remember when my spiritual gifts were online. It was just like when I woke up at 5. That's how it feels to me, okay? At 5 years old, as a kid, I was walking around understanding that the world wasn't what it was appearing to be. I understood that we were all spiritual beings having a human experience, okay? Now, I was raised Christian, okay? That is my foundation. Jesus is my best friend. He is my friend, okay? I'm telling you guys this because some of you, I heard also when I was restarting this, that some of you need to go back to the beginning and remember who you were. Remember when your giftings came about. Remember how you felt, okay? Because in that moment, that's when that spirit of fear entered, okay? Because all the spirit of fear wants to do is silence you. It just wants to silence the message of unity from coming out. Because the Creator is all about unifying us, not division. Unify, okay? Love. We all come from one Creator. So, unify. But to silence that, fear has to come in. Make you feel fearful of your gifts. Make you feel fearful around that day. Make you feel negative in the things that you're doing. When it's false, that's the smoke, okay? Look through fog. Because if you know, you know. Okay. So, here I am, 5 years old, and my dad, who's passed on, he is one of my guides and angels today. He's passed on. However, that was his favorite. Friday the 13th, the Freddy Krueger series, the movies, those are his favorite movies to watch. But unbeknownst to my dad and my mom at the time, I was having spiritual things. I was seeing spiritual things. I was seeing the visions. I was seeing the negative entities on people. I was feeling people's emotions. I was feeling energy. I knew right from wrong without anyone telling me. I knew, okay, ooh, that hurt. Words to me feel like energy, negative words. They don't just, oh, she just said a bad word. No, I instantly feel to the heart. Negative words attack your heart and they attack your mind, okay? So listen, that's what was going on. So my dad, he's just, having a good time. He's scaring me with these movies. But see, Freddy Krueger movies are about the dream states. I had heavy dreams as a child, prophetic dreams, seeing things before they happen and everything, right? So that was another band-aid on top of, I was already feeling weird because as a child, I had already spoke out against some things that was wrong, and I was ostracized because of it. I was made to feel like the bad one, like I was in the wrong. So that just labeled more fear on top of it. Okay? All right, so Friday the 13th is all about, they flip that energy because 13 born individuals, the number 13 is associated with messages, communication, creativity, transformation, different things. And the biggest trick right now is you transforming and remembering who you were, okay? Your ancestor lineage, the ancestor work is not evil. Remember, they were before a time when my friend Jesus came in. And remember, God creates every gift. The Creator is in control of every gift. Thank you, Angel. My dog just barked. It's up to you to choose. He gives you free will to choose. To fight for Him, love, unity, what's right, or to fight against it and continue to keep the community, the collective, in box in religious systems and structures that stifle who they are. Okay? So here I am, going through at 5, already feeling the effects of the Friday the 13th negativity. Because I'm a dreamer. And Freddy Krueger's a dream. He comes in your dreams. That's evil. So for a while, I stopped telling my dreams. I went silent to people, but I still talk to the Creator about everything. Y'all, wow. The same way I could get on here and talk to y'all, I promise you, I talk to the Creator. I be like, okay, there were times, I'm going to be honest, y'all, times throughout my journey, I had enough. Where is the ship? Are you coming to get me? These people crazy. I'm ready to go. If you're a spiritual being, you know. Okay? Okay, so here I am as a 5-year-old growing up in the world as a child, young adult, a young teenager, a young kid. And I'm still having these spiritual things happen to me. I still know that I know that I know. And you can't still tell me that I don't know that I know. There's a Creator. I feel it in here. No one should have to tell you that you were created from something more beautiful, grand, bold than you. Just the very make of our human body tells you that. You don't need to be taught that. But you do have to be taught segregation, and you do have to be taught your gifts need to be controlled if they are deemed too powerful. And when your gifts are powerful, that just means they bring change, transformation, and that's all God wants. The Creator wants. Whatever you want to call it, whatever label you want to put in it, based on how you were raised, which geographic location you were raised on, or what you were taught up to say, okay? Because at the end of the day, we are all spiritual beings having a human experience. Okay, let me continue on in my journey. I'm going to be honest, I don't even really want to tell you all of this, but I am being pushed, nudged. So let's continue. All right, so I am in a family, okay? My grandfather was a sharecropper, and he showed so much strength and tenacity by paving a way for the generations after him, after my mom, really, to be free and feel free. Anytime I'm in my grandparents' home, childhood home, I always hear this spiritual song. I am free. Praise the Lord, I'm free. No longer bound. No more chains holding me. My grandparents fought hard for that. My granddaddy, right? And so coming up, I would spend a lot of time with my grandparents. They helped my parents raise me, so I was able to glean from my grandma. I was raised Christian, but my grandma taught me things without actually telling me. It was kind of like in riddles. She would speak to me about what she saw, and I would just put it together. And that's literally how me and my grandma worked. And when my grandma passed on, she came back to me to deliver a message to someone else for her. So we had a connection, me and my grandma, that was just spiritual. It was already there, right? But I'm being raised Christian. My grandma was a Christian. She loved her some Jesus. And she was all about the message of love, unconditional love, right? And servitude, and helping people and treating people how they're supposed to be treated. The way God is asking you to treat. Matter of fact, the way you asking God to treat you. How about that? Okay. All right. So I grew up in Christianity, but between us guys, I was afraid, literally, going into the churches. Because when I would walk into churches, and this still happens today, but because of the path I have walked and the lessons I have learned from them, and I have got the wisdom and I have put it into practice, I am more grounded in my spiritual gifts. They don't overwhelm me like they used to. But coming up, you can imagine, seeing all of that, I was afraid of the church because there was a lot of things in the church that was demonic and is demonic still that I saw. Things that contradicted what I felt. And I'm telling you at this time felt because I hadn't read the Bible yet. I was just going off that natural connection I have to the Creator. Because everything else terrified me. It just didn't. It looked like a movie to me. The world, I came into this world looking at the world like a movie. Not reality. You know? And because of that thinking going on through my life, I've been so misunderstood by family, by friends, by ex-partners, by co-workers, by strangers. You know, when I would speak out on what I saw, I've been put down, I've been ostracized, I've been called evil, I've been called crazy. Everything that Friday the 13th lines up with. Pretty much. It wasn't until I had my own encounter with Jesus at 25. Jesus helped me release fear by reading the word. Because see, I was already like, okay, God, I went to the creative plane and said, okay, they say this is your inspired word now. Because I question, you have to understand, I was questioning everything. Because nothing felt real to me. It still don't. I still see beyond. And it's okay. I know that now it's okay. I'm not crazy. I'm not weird. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm just tapped in. I just know that I know that I know that I know. And I'm okay with that. I want to know that I know that I know and love the Creator because, come on now. I done birthed 3 babies. They came out of my body. They didn't tear me apart, rip me apart. And I could still walk around. And the first one, death tried to take me. But it wasn't my time. So why not believe? Why not? I was already walking out the Friday 13th energy anyway. Why not? So my encounter with Jesus. Just me and Jesus. And believe it or not, y'all, I was actually in the desert. I was literally sitting here thinking about this. I was talking to my spirit team the other day, and I was remembering when I had my encounter with Jesus, and it was in the desert, one of the very places that's being attacked today. Okay. So from then on, it was just, I didn't want, I read the Bible front and back a couple times because I was like, I heard people, but I saw people living opposite. So I vowed, okay, God, I'm going to read this book that you say, that they're saying, that you said. Okay, I'm going to read this book, and I am going to, you illuminate me, Jesus. You show me the truth, and I'm not going to add to it. I'm not going to take away from it. This is what you say. Even if I fall short, this is still what you said. Okay? We follow everything else in our life. We believe it wholeheartedly, but it's hard for us to believe that we serve a creator that wants us to help lift people's spirits, because that's all it's about in the spiritual community. Transformation to lift your spirit. Okay? Excuse me. That's confirmation. It's so much I could say. It's just been a road. You know, people come and say, oh, I want to get deeper. I want her this and I want her that. Or people come and they try to destiny swap with your life. Me and my best friend, shout out to my best friend Netta. Hey girl, we was talking about that the other day, destiny swapping, and how people want to walk in your shoes, or they look at you and they feel like because you have a smile on your face or you have a glow, you look younger than you are. No, baby, that's the divine plan. That's part of the package. That's the assignment. So me, it's Friday the 13th. Let me be your sign. Let me show you that 13 is beautiful. The number 13 is great. If you are born on this day, it's amazing. Whatever you want to do for yourself on this day, for healing, for rest, for recovery, do it. Because some of you need to reset. It's time. You need to clear it out. Clear out the clutter. Some of you need to clear out your closets, I'm hearing. Some of you need to clear out your man room, your man cave, I'm hearing. Clear out the clutter in your mind. Detox your body so you can feel better. Set yourself up with tools to help your mental health. Like, I'm getting ready to embark on a mental health journey that's awesome for me, because in this life as a spiritual being, the enemy will attack your mind the hardest. And the way your mind gets attacked is through relationship problems, lack of love, always down on your luck, people around you not believing in you. And even though you say you're not paying attention, those words will ruminate in your mind. They penetrate your energy, even though you don't physically see the words zapping you, they are. They're eating away at your spirit, which is why it's important to clear out and reframe what you say and speak, because silence is no longer the answer. It's time for you to remember your old ways, who you were before, so that you can step into the calling naturally. This is quirky me. I'm quirky. I am serious. I can be serious. I can be funny. I can be quirky. I can be jokey. I can be emotional. What else? I love music. I love the ocean. I love nature. I love all things that embody all elements in this life. And I'm okay with that. I used to be afraid, y'all. I did not want to share these things because of constantly being said evil. Some of you want to do things on Friday the 13th or celebrate Friday the 13th and you feel like, oh, it's evil. Ain't nothing evil about me born on the 13th. That's my blessed day. It is. And it's yours too. It signifies a day of transformation for you. It signifies a day of clarity for you. And it should signify a reset button for you. Because the next few months that coming, it's going to be a ripple effect. Things are going to ebb and flow in your life, but they need to. Because it's a reset happening. It's like things are turning. The wheel is turning as a whole and a collective. And you got to clear out and be prepared to receive your portion when it gets to you. Because it's coming. Talk to the little girl, the little boy in you. Remember how you felt when you were younger. Remember what you went through. I remember every time when Friday the 13th, I was looking on Netflix last night and I saw the movie. Every time I see that movie, I remember. I instantly go back to my childhood. I go back to when the fear started. I remember the fear brought silence to me. I stopped speaking about anything spiritual. Because I didn't want to be looked at as evil. But Jesus helped me remember. God loves you. Your heart for God's people is what matters. Not the material possessions, not how much money you make, not the degree. Okay? It's how you treat what God gives you, allows you to hold into your hand. Because everything is just allowed. Nothing is guaranteed. I know we like to plan and jot down and prepare, but none of this is guaranteed. This stuff is allowed. So what do you do with your allowance? Spend it wisely. You want it to last. You get excited about it. You want to share. Oh, I got an allowance today, y'all. I could buy da-da-da-da. We have to do that in our messages. We have to be like that about who we are, who we were created to be. Okay? Spiritual beings is not about color or race or religion. It's about unity. Our ancestors fought for unity. We knew from the very beginning it was about unity. And if he could silence a group, he could silence the masses. Right? All right, so I'm thinking that's all I have to say. My heart is some anxious nerves, you guys are, and anxiety in your nerves. Matters of the heart. Go back to the basics. I'm here and go back to the very beginning. Remember when. Heal that. Speak on that. We overcome by the word of our testimony. I know I probably was all over the place in this reading, but that's just me. So if you get it, you get it. If this reading resonates with you, make sure you give me a like, a comment. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know how this fits for you, how the 13th energy has been trying to fear you out of who you are and who you are truly called to be. I want to know. Let's talk about it. All right? To each his own. I'm getting tongue-tied. Stuttering. What is it? This is your last lesson before your breakthrough, okay? Hear me clearly, hear me loudly. This is your last lesson before your breakthrough because it's time for you to walk in it. It's time for you to share the story. It's time for you to share your testimonies. It's time for you to share the trials you have overcame. You are strong. You are bold. You are beautiful. You have made it. And you are here for such a time as this. Shift. Love you.